live. I'm Max Goodman.
I'm Ethan Hornworth.
I'm Shyla Cabello.
I'm Olivia Esquivel.
And how was everyone's day?
My name's Ike.
Just I.
I took a pre-cal test and I think I did good, so I think it's pretty good.
I got a C on my business quiz.
Oh.
But she curved it out of 8 instead of 10, so I got a B+. I got away with it.
Oh, dang, that's good.
Doing good. All right. We got a good show coming up today. We're going to go into our first segment called The Brew, produced by Rocco Cardin. Enjoy.
Hello everyone, and welcome to a new series that I'll be doing on the radio called The Brew, where I pick a random contestant to try and guess 3 drinks that I have chosen from Meyer. So, without further ado, let's begin with the rules. So, the participant gets 3 drinks to try and has to guess what is inside of them, flavor, and the brand. The contestant gets 3 hints and 3 guesses, and each drink also has 3 hints and guesses. If the participant guesses the drink correctly, they move on to the next drink. If the participant doesn't get the drink right after using up all their hints or guesses, they lose and the host tells them what the drink is. If they guess all 3 drinks correctly, they get a prize, and that prize is a 1943 wheat penny that I have found randomly. If they guess either 2, 1, or no drinks, they get absolutely nothing at all. And once all the drinks are finished, the results get shown and the game show ends. So, let's begin with the first drink. All right, so here's the first drink. And also, the contestant uses a straw. What do you think it is?
I'm gonna say Baja Blast.
No, not even close.
No?
No.
Is there like a Mountain Dew though that's like pink or something?
Yes, you got the brand right. You got Mountain Dew right. But what is the flavor? Take another taste.
I want to say pineapple, but I don't know if that's right.
No, let me give you a hint actually.
Yeah.
This flavor was originally limited in 2020 and 2021, but turned permanent since 2022.
Oh, my friends would be very disappointed in me for getting this drink wrong. Okay, so I got the Mountain Dew part right, which is good.
Yes.
I just can't figure out the flavoring though. I'm gonna try one more time.
All right. You have one guess left.
I can't figure it out.
Okay, well, I'm sorry you did not get the flavor right. It is actually Mountain Dew Spark. Let me get the second drink out now. All right, here's the second drink. All right, take a drink from the thing.
Okay, it's definitely Gatorade.
Yes, you are correct. That is Gatorade, but what's the flavor?
Blue.
No, it is not blue. That is incorrect.
Hint.
Okay.
You got a hint for me?
All right. This flavor is a part of their Frost series.
Ooh, okay. Still not sure. I'm not the best at guessing things like this.
Okay. Well, even though you had one guess, I apologize. That is incorrect. It is actually Glacier Freeze. All right. So here's the third drink right here.
Is this Crush?
No, it's not Crush. You already said it's orange, so you're correct on the flavor, but you have to get the brand right.
It looks fizzy, so I don't want to say Gatorade because I don't think it is.
It is not Gatorade.
It's not Gatorade. Okay.
I'm gonna give you a hint.
Yeah.
It is Michigan's favorite pop brand.
Oh, gee, Michigan. Orange Fanta.
No, it's not correct. You have one final guess.
Okay. Can I get another hint?
Okay. The brand is known for their root beer.
It'd have to be Mug then or something.
No, it is not correct. I apologize, but it's actually Orange Fago. So, overall results. You got none correct. No wheat penny for you. None for you.
Rats.
Absolutely
I'm
no
a broke
wheat penny.
boy.
Yeah, thank you for participating in the first installment of The Brew.
Thanks for having me, and sorry guys, I know I didn't get any right. I gotta get my drink knowledge up or something, but
That's it for this one. Thank you all for watching this segment.
Wow, that was a lot of taste testing. I think we should go to a break after that one.
I was wearing ripped jeans, a baggy sweatshirt,
A tank top.
A puffy winter coat.
a tight dress.
Kids' pajamas.
But that doesn't matter.
Because it's not my fault.
It's not my fault.
It's not my fault.
It doesn't matter what you're wearing, because when it comes to sexual harassment, it's never your fault.
And we're back, and now we have some flash news for you guys.
First story here. Recently, visitors to a Japanese zoo were shocked to find a man in a bear costume led zoo workers on a chase through the park to simulate a real animal escape. The ASA Zoological Park in Hiroshima held an animal escape drill Sunday involving a zoo employee in a bear costume running loose through the zoo while workers pursued the limitation ruin and worked to protect visitors as if a real bear had escaped. That'd be the most wildest thing to see.
That would be.
You have to freak out.
No. I can't believe we're already on the Speckled Meat 4, dude. That's insane.
All these years later.
Yeah, I know. Illumination certainly doesn't seem to ready to give up on its Despicable Me franchise. So here, of course, comes the Despicable Me 4, which sees its return of Steve Carell as Bald Batty turned anti-hero Gru. This time, we find Gru and his family going against one of Gru's enemies. One of his old enemies. And it's played by Maxine Lee Mass, played by Will Ferrell, and his girlfriend, Valentina Maxine, played by Sofia Vergara.
Wow, that's really cool. I haven't seen Despicable Me in a long time, I'm not gonna lie.
I know, it's been a while.
But you know where I've seen? IU, which I'm going to be talking about. Former IU student competed in the first season of the hit Netflix series Squid Game, The Challenge. Jason Nolan from Fort Wayne got into the show when he was studying abroad in Spain and was able to compete for $4.56 million. During an interview with Bloomington, Nolan stated, "It was such a cool production, very professional. As somebody who wants to go into the industry, it was really cool to get to the insight, especially from such a big network. We hope Nolan goes far with his medium passion."
Yeah, there's a lot going on in the media recently, and there's also some drama going on. But TMZ reports that Travis Scott gives janitor $50K mid-concert. TMZ reads that Travis doesn't agree with concert venues ordering staff to clean up the mosh pit sweat. During his Utopia tour in Miami, Travis ordered the janitor to drop the mop and enjoy the concert like a fan, whilst offering him $5K.
Wow, I should be a janitor then, because what?
Yeah, I'm gonna be a concert janitor.
You know, I'm excited for that Despicable Me 4, actually.
I'm
All these
so
movie news.
Company
We
had the 4 too, man.
so many 4s coming out. We also got a movie review coming up by yours truly, Max, Ethan. Please enjoy.
Welcome back, everybody, to Max and Ethan Reviews in the Car at Nighttime again.
Round 2.
And today we're going to be reviewing The Hobbit,
An Unexpected Journey.
A bad movie,
Very bad movie.
but with some good redeeming features.
Some decent ones.
This is once again a trilogy of movies for some reason, directed by Peter Jackson, the same guy that directed the Lord of the Rings trilogy, which did amazing, won a bunch of Oscars.
Beautiful movie.
Very beloved franchise, and they decided to do it again with a 300-page book, make 3 movies out of it.
Which makes no sense to me.
So we're going to be reviewing all 3 of them, but for today, we're starting with the first one, An Unexpected Journey. Let's get into it. All right, to start this off, we're going to begin with some of the good things about this movie. Now, Martin Freeman's Bilbo, who is the actor that plays Bilbo Baggins, the main character throughout the trilogy, does a really good job. Despite some criticisms towards him, Martin Freeman delivers a commendable performance as Bilbo Baggins. His portrayal successfully captures the character's growth from a hesitant hobbit to an unlikely hero, Freeman brings a subtle charm and humor to the role, making Bilbo a relatable and endearing protagonist.
Besides all the scenes with the dwarves, he is by far the best part of the movie and the whole Hobbit trilogy, in my opinion. That and Gandalf. I gotta say, one of the best parts in the movie is when he meets Gollum, but played by Andy Serkis, who is also in Lord of the Rings, may I say. Andy Serkis is by far one of the best parts in this movie, which makes me sad that he's not in the rest, but whatever. Like, the tension between him and Bilbo is amazing. And the riddle they play and the highlight is the true source material and showcasing the complexities of Gollum's character. You get to see that more in Lord of the Rings, but for this movie, I think they did a great job with what they had for one scene.
The last redeeming quality in this movie is the score. Howard Shore's musical score is just beautiful. Reminiscent to the Lord of the Rings trilogy, it adds emotional depth to the film. The familiar melodies evoke a sense of nostalgia and enhance the overall cinematic experience, like the Shire theme. But there is a new theme they introduce in here, called the Dwarf theme, the Misty Mountains. They play it multiple times, the whole musical number with it, and it's just the main action theme, and it is so good. It's too good.
In this movie.
Because they didn't bring it back in the next two movies, which is why the next two movies are worse than this movie.
So now, let's move on to the bads. First up on the list is pacing issues. The decision to stretch a relatively short book into a trilogy results in pacing problems. An Unexpected Journey feels unnecessarily prolonged, with some scenes dragging on without contributing significantly to the plot. The film could have benefited from tighter editing to maintain a more engaging pace.
Another bad quality about this film is the over-reliance on CGI. While the visual effects are impressive in some cases, there are lots of instances where the overuse of CGI becomes distracting. Certain creatures and action sequences feel overly artificial, diminishing the authenticity of the fantasy world, as compared to the Lord of the Rings trilogy, where the visual effects were all practical, almost all practical. All the orcs were all done in makeup, and they looked very real, very menacing. As soon as they come to the Hobbit, it's all CGI, and everything has this weird glow to it, like a weird glossy look. Like all the characters look like they're glowing in every scene, and it's very distracting, and it's a very disappointing letdown compared to the Lord of the Rings movies. There is even some behind-the-scenes footage of the actor Ian McKellen, who plays Gandalf, sitting in a giant green room, tables, chairs, everything made out of green screen, and it just looks horrible. And the actor even said that he almost quit the project because he was just getting sick of sitting in a green room filming his scenes, unlike the beautiful sets they made for the Lord of the Rings movies.
Okay, another problem with the movie is that the dwarves' characterization. The ensemble of the dwarves accompanying Bilbo lacks individual depth. With such a large group, only few characters receive meaningful development, leaving others feeling like mere background figures. This dilutes the emotional impact of their journey.
The movie also focuses on only 3 of the dwarves out of the 12 or 15 that there actually are in the party, making you not really care about any of the other ones except for the main one, and it's just distracting.
The prince, really, but I don't really like him as a character.
Yeah, they're not even that likable. The last main issue we have with this film is the departure from the source material. I personally have read the Hobbit book, and it's only about 320 pages or so, and it's really good. Really well done. And how they turned that small book into a trilogy of movies is just beyond me. And it's just a big old cash grab. In conclusion of our review, The Hobbit: An Unexpected Journey is a very disappointing movie.
Very mid.
Very mid. It does have a lot of fun parts that are still entertaining and still kind of get me to rewatch it every now and then. And of course, the music's great. Some of the performances are great. But the rest of it is just, there's really no reason to watch it. You'll just be very disappointed.
I mean, why would you even bother when you already have 3 other movies that are just as fantastic as that?
Yeah, the Lord of the Rings movies. You had those, you really don't need a Hobbit.
You really don't.
Not at all. In the end, I will give this movie my rating of a 5 out of 10.
I give it a 4.5.
4.5?
Could have been better.
Yeah.
Could have been a lot better.
Could have been just this one movie.
It could have been a 3-hour-long movie and it would have been the best.
Yes. But that is all for our review in the car. Join us next time for the second Hobbit movie, The Desolation of Smaug.
Now that one, I got some opinions about it.
That's when it gets bad.
And they're not pretty, so be prepared.
Because of a student car crash, I was late to school.
Our car was stolen and discovered crashed.
I almost got hit by someone texting and driving.
A family friend lost her life after being struck by a truck driver.
In 2006, my dad was killed in a car accident. I was affected by reckless driving.
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 Wow, I gotta say, man, that first Hobbit movie was really disappointing.
Yeah.
But anyways, our next segment is sports with Shawn Jenkins.
It's Shawn signing in for PC3 today, and today we're going to be talking about the top 5 plays from the AFC Championship game from the Kansas City Chiefs and Baltimore Ravens, and the game ended with a 17-10 victory for the Kansas City Chiefs. Play number 5 goes to Lamar Jackson. When he threw a pass, it got swatted and he caught it and ran it for a first down. The only reason that it's in the top 5, because it wasn't a game-changing play, was because how many times do you see a quarterback catch his own pass and run for positive yardage? Lamar Jackson wanted to make it a 3rd and manageable, if not a first down. But he was trying to throw it to his running back to see if he could get a couple yards instead of getting sacked. And it got tipped up into the air. It was going to get picked, but Lamar Jackson, being a smart player as he is, ran at the ball, caught it, and ran it for a first down. Play number 4 was done by a Ravens player, but it goes to the Kansas City Chiefs because Zay Flowers dove to the end zone to try to score a touchdown late in the game, but he fumbled it and it was recovered by a Chiefs player for a touchback, which was a drive killer for the Ravens. Zay Flowers was left wide open on the Chiefs' 5-yard line. He caught the ball. He went running and diving to the end zone. But when he dove, he was like a yard short of getting in, and L'Jarius Sneed, a Chiefs cornerback, poked the ball free, and the ball rolled into the end zone and was recovered by a Chiefs player for a touchback. Patrick Mahomes makes a nice throw to Marquez Valdes-Scantling on 3rd down, which sends the Kansas City Chiefs to the Super Bowl. All right, so what happened on play number 3 is the Ravens were out of timeouts, and the Chiefs were on 3rd down. If the Chiefs got a first down, they're going to the Super Bowl back-to-back years. If the Ravens got a stop, they would have a chance to score. The Ravens pass committed like what they should have, but Scantling outran the Ravens defender and caught the ball for a first down. The Deion Bush interception was really good for the Kansas City Chiefs because it looked like the Ravens were going to go drive down the field, score a touchdown, and make it a 1-score game. But Lamar Jackson threw it into triple coverage in the end zone. What happened on play number 2 was Lamar Jackson should have ran the football for 4, maybe 5 yards, make it a 3rd and manageable. But instead, he wanted to throw the football to the end zone and try to score a touchdown to make it a one-score game in the fourth quarter. Isaiah Likely, a Ravens tight end, called for the football because he thought he was open, but there was 3 defenders on him, and Lamar threw it at him, and Deion Bush was smart enough to pick it off. Lamar Jackson made a beautiful play to Zay Flowers for a 30-yard touchdown. It was big because the first drive, they went 4 and out and didn't score a touchdown or a field goal, and the Chiefs went and scored, making it 7-0. So they went and scored on that play to make it 7-7. The Ravens are trying to make it a more manageable drive to make it a first down or just to get the first down there. But one of the Chiefs players got past the Ravens blocker and was getting to Lamar Jackson. But Lamar Jackson, being a good player he evaded the sack, but he was driving backwards. And at that point, all receivers and tight ends, they're just trying to get open. And Zay Flowers, the Ravens receiver, noticed that if he ran to the end zone, he would have been open, and Lamar Jackson saw that, threw it to him for a 30-yard touchdown. Those are the top 5 plays, in my opinion, that made the AFC Championship game very interesting. And this is Shawn signing off for PC3.
So, speaking of games and plays and stuff, me and Olivia played Resident Evil 2 over this weekend, and we wanted to talk about that in a segment, so enjoy. Hi everyone, welcome back to PC3 Live. I'm Shiloh Cabello.
I'm Olivia Escobar.
And we're going to be talking about video games on Game Talk. So the game that we're going to be talking about today is Resident Evil, because we both have been in like the grind for that game.
I feel like I'm forgetting. Maybe I've known about it before this, but I remember like not that long ago, the remakes of the movie came out. I think I knew like the old movies before before the video game. I remember there was a remake with Avon Jogia, who's Beck from Victorious. So I was like, oh my god, what is Beck from Victorious, the Nickelodeon show, doing in Resident Evil?
I was completely the opposite way. I knew the games before the movies because I used to play when I was like really young, probably like too young to be playing Resident Evil. I think I started playing Resident Evil when I was like 5, I want to say. I played the games, and then when the movies did come out, that's when I guess saw them and everything. But honestly, I definitely like the game more than the movies.
The whole like walkthrough and like gameplay, and I like the character Leon. I don't remember Leon being in the movies. I could be wrong. I was kind of a Leon hater in the beginning, and he still is like the corniest.
Okay, that's crazy.
He's kind of corny. A lot of people agree with me on that.
No, I don't think so. I think a lot of people disagree with you.
Really?
Yeah, I know everyone that I know loves Leon. Even my mom loves Leon.
Well, okay, like, you can love Leon, but he says it's just kind of awkward.
Yeah.
So I just saw him as kind of awkward, but Leon is a good character. He's got some good character development happening.
Yeah.
His haircut was questionable, but I did forget that it was like the 90s. So
I know people don't like Resident Evil 5 like all that much because it's like too actiony or something like that, but I loved it.
what's Shiva's like relevance in the game?
Okay, so Resident Evil 5 takes place in like Africa somewhere, and she's like a native to like the area that the place is at, and I think like she works in like the corporation that Chris also works in. I could be wrong, but they are partners, so I'm pretty sure.
We were playing Resident Evil 2 yesterday, and that game, that the saving screen music is like so calm, but then the whole game is like so just anxiety inducing, I guess.
I also love like the typewriter type of like screen. Like I love that they incorporated that into the piece, I guess. I thought that was like such a cool touch that they added.
I like when games like give you little not like Easter eggs, but like little well thought out things like that.
Yeah, because like usually in like other games, like to save, they'll just like automatically save, but like for Resident Evil, you just have to actually like go somewhere and save. Like I think there's like another Resident Evil, I don't know which one, but like you save on like a typewriter, or not typewriter, recorder, like a audio recorder, like basically. Yeah, tape recorder, and that's how you save. And I think there's I forgot. I've been playing Resident Evil 8. I think it's still the typewriter that you use. So it kind of went full circle because like Resident Evil 2 has the typewriter and Resident Evil 8 also has the typewriter.
I have never played 4, but I've seen the gameplay, and I know that there's a remake. Like when the remake came out, I saw the gameplay. And everybody hates on Ashley from that game. I haven't played it, but in the gameplay, Ashley does get in the way a lot of the time, and that's who you're saving. So she's just kind of like following you around like a lost puppy dog. It's kind of weird. I don't know how to describe her.
Who do you think is the scariest Resident Evil character?
Oh my gosh. Honestly, I'm not afraid. I'm not like that scared of the 8-foot European Romanian lady. Because she's like, there's been so many memes about her. You know what though? Like it is scary to be like chased by like an 8-foot woman.
Also, it's just the fact that she's following you everywhere. So like you can't get a break in the game because it's like you're like running around this like mansion the whole entire time, and she's just like after you the whole entire time. So it's just like there's no breaks.
Thank you guys for watching our little game talk segment on PC3 Live PM. I've been Olivia Escobar.
And I'm Shyla Carvalho.
And we'll see you guys next time. Bye. And now onto some photography analysis with Bo.
Hi guys, I'm Bo Vincent, and this is PC3 Media, and I'm going to talk about my favorite hobby, which is photography. PC3 helped me with lighting, so when I take videos and pictures, they look amazing. My first picture that I will be talking about is one of my favorites. I love this picture because of the fall colors. I took this picture in my backyard. So this picture is a tree. And I went through my backyard and I wanted to take some pictures, so I decided to just look around, and I look up and there it is. A beautiful spot where I could take this picture. This picture is a fall picture. I took this in the fall, so it has some reds, some oranges, some yellows, and a little bit of black that I put in to the picture. This next picture I took at my grandma's house in her backyard, and I found this beautiful ice that looks amazing. The textures are fantastic. There's some bubbles in the ice that looks really cool, and it just is amazing. I just love how the textures, and you can see the bubbles, and it's just really cool. So my next picture I took in South Carolina. That's where I went on vacation with my family. We went to go hiking, and there's this beautiful mountain and the trees, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna take a picture of it. So basically this picture has the mountains and the trees, and it's just beautiful, and I just love them so much. So on this picture you can see the river, kind of where the river is going to be when it rains outside, and in the mountains, you can see the divots and how the mountains were formed. And I like how it's like different heights of the mountain. So like there's greenery in the mountain, there's leaves, trees. My next picture, I went on vacation again. We went camping and we went on the lake. So this picture, I love how the trees just balance out with the lake. And I like how you can see in the picture of the lake where the light is shining. So like the sky is shining down on the lake. And I love the clouds. The clouds are so beautiful. I took it on the right moment and I love it. So the last picture that I took, I was going to pick up my brother from his house, and I love how the lighting of it and the sky was beautiful, and the headlights were shining on the road, and it just looked kind of spooky. And I do love how like the spooky look that has it on there. I love how it has different colors in the sky and the clouds are making like a smoky look.
Wow. Thank you all for tuning in on today's episode of PC3 Live. I think we had a pretty good show.
I think we did.
Before we sign off, weekend plans, anyone? What do we got going on?
You know, we gotta work on state, you know?
Yeah, that's still a main...
We still gotta finish our
That's exactly what we're doing.
Yeah.
We have filming days lined up Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Same.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
Oh.
That's
Okay, I don't know about that.
That's the editing process.
After this, I'm gonna take a long break, though, that's for sure.
All right, guys. That's going to be all for today. I'm Max Goodman.
I'm Ethan Markworth.
I'm Shyla Corbello.
I'm Olivia Escobar.
We're signing off.